Hey guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps. Today we're talking Emily in Paris, Season 2, Episode 1. You guys, I'm so excited to be talking Emily in Paris. I'm so happy to be here. And I got a new microphone, so hopefully I sound a lot clearer. I'm excited to be recording this. So much stuff to get into. Let's just go ahead and talk about what's going on with this season. First of all, did you like first season? Let me know in the comments below. I did do recaps on that if you want to go back and watch those. But here we are, Season 2, Episode 1. I love this show. Now, before we go breaking it all down, because you know I'm going to, a couple things to talk about. I understand that this show has its issues, right? She is a pushy American in France who doesn't understand why nobody will speak English with her. I mean, there's just basic flaws like that. I get it. I'm not blind to it. There's things that bug me about the show. But you know what? I'm abandoning those for now, because I love this. I love the feeling. I love the lateness of it. I understand that her relationship is problematic, especially since Gabriel does have Camille. Again, I'm abandoning all that. I'm abandoning my morals for a few minutes just to talk about this fun show. Because for me, it's just fun to recap. I just have fun with it. I enjoy watching it. I enjoy talking to you guys about it. So that's the place I'm coming from. So let's really get into this episode and talk about what happened and where we think we're headed. So my first note is we're back. We got Emily jogging. She's having flashbacks. Remember, she hooked up with Gabriel. Now I'm going to warn you, I cannot pronounce these French things because my southern accent will not allow me to do it. So I'm doing my best. Bear with me. A woman saves her from walking out in front of a car. And can I just say, Emily, say thank you. She didn't even thank her. That bugged me. But she's jogging. She looks fantastic even when she's jogging. You guys, I did a whole video about Patricia Field and her problems on Sex and the City and the just some stuff she went through with the crew over there. So it's just amazing to see her outfits on this show. I love her styling. Even the crazy outfits are just kind of fun and fantastic, and I just love all of it. So Emily is in her apartment. She's hanging out with Mindy. Mindy is performing at the club tonight. So it'll be fun to see her. I love Mindy. She's such a good friend. I'm excited that she's performing. So Camille is texting, have you seen Gabriel? Let's talk after the meeting this morning. Speak of the devil. Here's my boyfriend, Gabriel. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. You guys have such a crush on this guy. So Emily she goes by his restaurant. She tells him that she's going to meet with Camille and never meant to ruin or to get into anyone's relationship. Emily tells him that she's headed to Saint-Tropez with Mathieu. I never say that right. Matthew. She's headed to Saint-Tropez with him. So obviously Gabriel's like, what? So Emily goes into work. This is her work outfit. Again, you know, each individual style, no, it's a little much. It's not my favorite, but I kind of love the over-the-topness of it. I do. You know, she's in Paris. She's trying so hard. This is how she's dressing for work. So Camille shows up to Emily's work. Remember that Camille's family owns this whole vineyard, and it's Champagne. And again, I can't pronounce these words right. Luke is pitching an ad to advertise her family's line. Camille wants to go to lunch, and Emily begs Sylvie to come with them to lunch. Now, can I say, I did not like Sylvie at all the first season. Right out of the bat, first episode, I like Sylvie. I liked her this episode. I thought she was the right amount of spice and fun and, you know, kind of keeps Emily a little bit in check. So I actually can't believe I'm saying I like Sylvie. And I love the way they dress Sylvie. I think she's a stunning woman. I love this color of her jacket here. I thought it was beautiful with the black underneath. It's just fantastic. And you guys, this restaurant, oh my gosh, right next to the Louvre. Please, let's all meet up there. Let's meet there and talk about Emily in Paris. So lots going on during this lunch, right? Camille is upset because Gabriel has decided to stay around. Remember, he was going to go to Normandy, but he decided to stay in Paris. She's upset because he's staying for work and not for her. During this lunch, Sylvie picks up that Emily has been hooking up with Gabriel. Camille obviously has no idea, so Sylvie says, oh, you're becoming French now. Also, remember that Sylvie hooks up with Antoine quite a bit in the first season. She's basically a side piece. His wife knows about it, but they all pretend like they don't know about each other. Sylvie is surprised to hear that Antoine is the one backing the restaurant with Gabriel. So it's a whole triangle. It's interesting. Again, one of the reasons I love the show. I love Camille. I think she's a fantastic actress. I love her outfit here. Don't love the shoulder pads so much. But again, the fashion, you just can't beat it. So when Sylvie tells Emily, you're becoming more French by the day, Emily's like, no, it's all a misunderstanding. I'm going to Saint-Tropez for the weekend with Matteo. Yeah, we'll see how that works out for her, right? So back at the office, Emily gets a text from Mindy reminding her, hey, bring people to my show tonight. There's a pitch meeting for this luggage company. It's Julian's first big pitch. He's excited. So he does this pitch, keep your baggage to yourself. Clients are less than impressed. They say that they were hoping for something a little noisier. So Emily pitches a collab with Pierre, or the big client from last season. They're into the idea, and again, you kind of have to ignore that Emily's being the a-hole here, right? She overstepped Julian. It's his first big pitch. She didn't let him finish, and to think it out, she jumps in with her idea. I never say his name right, so forgive me, but it's Matteo calls and talks about the getaway to Saint-Tropez. He's going to speak about the collaboration. Remember, he works for Pierre, so he's going to try to help with the luggage collaboration. And again, we find out Julian's upset because he did not ask for the help. We go over to Mindy. She's getting ready for her performance. They need to see her work permit, and she doesn't have that. Remember, we learned about that situation in the first season. So she texts Emily and says, hey, it's not a good night to come. For whatever reason, Emily decides to ignore the text. Camille comes over to Emily's. Love this dress too. Could I pull it off? No, absolutely not, but it looks fantastic on Emily. Love the sparkles, love the shine. Here we go. Love Camille's dress too. Hello, boobs. Looks fantastic. I think Camille is just stunning. So they're watching, and they've brought Luke with them. They're waiting for Mindy to come out and perform. And Emily excuses herself to go to the bathroom, and we find out she is Madame Pipi. So she works right outside of the restrooms. Right then, they call her up to the stage to perform. So Mindy goes on. She sings beautifully. She's a fantastic performer. You guys, I watched that scene in season 1 where she sings the La Vie en Rose song, and her voice is incredible. I think she's such a good performer. Absolutely, just fantastic. So they leave the club, and you guys, we get shots like this, and I am completely in love. They talk about the city being the extra character, in Sex and the City, but it sure is in Emily in Paris. I love it. I love this picture. I love the shots like this. Absolutely stunning. This is my happy place. Let's go eat baguettes and walk across this bridge. So Camille, Emily, and Mindy are walking back. Emily encourages Camille to go talk to Gabriel, and Camille won't do it, so she leaves. Mindy turns to Emily and says, are you sure you know what you're doing? And Emily says, I do. Sorry, girl, I don't think you do. Man, I want to do Gabrielle. Okay, had to say that there. Oh, so cute. So then we go over, it's Emily's work. The luggage arrives, right? Julian's upset, says, you come in here and steal the one act I have, and says, now we're competitors, we're not friends. So back at the restaurant, Antoine is talking about renovations he's planning to do at this restaurant. We have Gabrielle cooking for them, and they've been disagreeing about the name. They're disagreeing about the food. Gabriel wants to serve tripe, and Antoine thinks it's a bad idea. He ends up serving it anyway, and they absolutely love it. Meanwhile, we see Emily and Mindy together. Emily's packing that ridiculous suitcase. Apparently, that's what she's taking to Saint-Tropez for her romantic weekend. At least that's what she's convincing herself it's going to be. We find out that again, his name, Matthew, got them this train room with bunks in it, and she's dressed fabulous for this weekend away. Jealous of the Saint-Tropez thing. I do not find him attractive. I can't remember if I did last season or not, but it's hard to compare. When you see Gabriel, their chemistry is off, her and Matteo, and I just don't, no thank you on that. So we're kind of cutting back and forth, right? They go back to the restaurant. Again, everybody is happy with the food. Antoine tells Gabriel that his food is delicious, and so he's happy about that. He calls Emily, and she says she's on a train. She can't talk right now. I love this outfit on Emily. I thought they dressed her so cute for this train ride to Saint-Tropez. So she tells him, listen, I'm on a train. I can't do this right now. And he says, I can't believe the girl I stayed in Paris for is leaving. Oh, you guys. So she's like, no, don't say that. I don't want to hurt Camille. And he says he doesn't either, but they can't stop thinking about each other. And he says, please don't go. She says that this was a mistake. Well, unfortunately, Matteo overhears it. So he understands that she still has feelings for Gabriel and finds out that they slept together after he asked her to go on this trip. So he's like, hey, what's going on? You agreed to come with me, but you still slept with him. Are you in love with him? She can't answer that question because clearly she is. He says he's just not going to go, Matteo. He hands her a ticket and says the hotel room is all yours and says something like, for you and your boyfriend. He gets off the train in a very abrupt fashion. She tries to follow after him. The conductor or whatever, the ticket taker, won't let her off the train. So she has to yell over and over through the window, he's not my boyfriend. And that's how the episode ends. And in my notes, I wrote, please tell me she's going to go to Saint-Tropez, call Julian, and have hot, steamy Saint-Tropez sex. That's all I can hope for. Again, I know it's terrible. Don't cheat, blah, blah, blah. But in this show, I'm all for it. Hook up with Gabriel. Whatever puts that man back on our screen some more. So, yeah. So that's it for the episode. So I'm dying to know your thoughts. What do you think of the first episode out of the gate? What do you think about Emily? What are your thoughts on the fashions? Are you excited for the season? Do you also have a crush on my boyfriend, Gabriel? When can we meet in Paris? Just leave me your thoughts below. And you guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm so glad you're here, and I appreciate all of you. I'm excited to cover this series. I'll be releasing it one episode at a time as quick as I can. Of course, other shows are coming out. I'm going to do my best. We'll make it all work, but stick with me. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. Leave me a comment. Leave me the thumbs up. Those engagements really help my channel. It's because of you guys I've grown so fast lately, and I just can't thank you enough for that. Thank you for everything. Have a wonderful week, and Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and take care of yourself. Stay healthy and safe, and I'll talk to you again very soon. Bonjour!